Some automobile companies have also given some benefits for vehicle scrappage
Yes.
recently. So yeah, thank you for those insights, and definitely diversifying your sourcing geographies is definitely gonna help during these geopolitical tensions or shipping delays. Following up on that, Pradyumna, I would like to ask you in such events of major disruptions such as port closures, natural disasters, or geopolitical conflicts, how can insurance help mitigate financial losses for steel companies?
So, good afternoon, everyone. I would like to answer this question by showcasing a case study. So, as we all are aware about Feni cyclone, which have hit Odisha recently. So, in that cyclone, one of the steel manufacturing got its machinery and plant got damage in it, which which resulted into halt in the production. So, which causes a financial burden on the steel manufacturer. So, as he had a policy named business interruption insurance, which helped him to come out of the financial burden. So if you guys want, I can just give you a brief about this policy. So basically, this policy covers loss on profit. So under this head, loss on profit comes if any event, insured event, which results into halt in the production will be covered under this. Second, operating cost will be covered under this. And third, I guess reinstatement value of the plant will also be covered under it. And there are various types of products in the market, but the thing is that you need to identify your risk, and as per that, you should choose the best product which you have. So by implementing these strategies, I guess steel companies can not only mitigate financial losses, but also build a resilient framework that can sustain long-term development. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Pradyumna. So now I'll shift the focus to carbon emission norms. Government aims to reduce carbon emission per ton of steel from current 2.55 tons to 2.2 tons by FY30. Saurabh ji, what specific strategies are you adopting in your plants to align with this target and reduce carbon emissions?
So yeah, this is the burning issue, and let me put it this way: that we as a company, we have first tried to map out that where are we in terms of the entire spectrum. Let's say today we adopt a process of DRI and induction furnace as compared to the BF BOF process and just purely scrap and the EAF or the IF process. So I feel the sponge iron industry is somewhere in between. Let's say the BF, BOF is the maximum pollutant or the maximum CO2 generation by about 2.7. That's what the ministry figures say. We'll have to deep dive into the details, but 2.7 is where they are, the BF, BOF. In Indian scenarios, worldwide, I would say they are around 2.2. But if you look at the DRI and the IF route, we are somewhere around 2.5 up to the billet stage. So here we are taking that an average where you are putting 60% DRI and about 40% is the scrap. So then you're coming to a 2.5 kind of a figure. So this is where we are at right now, and if the aim is to go to 2.2, see, I would say that it is unrealistic to say that you can have a grid where renewable power is going to be available and you can shift to a very scrap-oriented system, because I feel scrap finally will not be more than 25% of your overall steel making in any developing economy. It'll not be fair to say that it will be possible. But what I feel is that electrical steel making is going to be the future, and there are various technologies which are coming up to solve the problem of low-grade DRI also. So what is happening is that if you look at Europe, they were largely putting up DRI thinking that everything is going to be high-grade DRI. They were adding gas-based plants to secure iron ore up to 64, 65 grades and to make a very high-grade DRI product and put it in the EAF process. But that iron ore is only available to the extent of 3% worldwide. So we are looking at a very sharp requirement in terms of going for a DRI-based melting process worldwide. So the best route for us is to do DRI and also probably look at a technology which is like, reduction plus melting, like smelting. In fact, a lot of the people in Raipur and other places have tried that out in pig iron, where they smelt the iron ore directly and make pig iron out of it. So it's a very crude process that they do it. But if you were to do what they are adapting in Europe, that is using a process which is called the open bath furnace, where they are trying to use low-grade DRIs and they are trying to smelt it and reduce the reduce as well as melt it at the same time. There is a lot of carbon emissions that could drop drastically. And of course, having said all this, it is still a technology which is far from us, but it is already being implemented worldwide. So I'm sure with our ingenious efforts, where we try to map everything that is happening at a very less cost and at a very entrepreneurial level, we have a lot of people who can take this up. We have the electrotherms of the world who can show us the way as to how to productively and profitably do it. So I see a lot of hope in that direction. And of course, we will get more and more efficient if we continue to have renewable energy in the whole system.